All right. Hello again, everybody, and helps when I have Twitch muted. Uh, Hi, everybody. Uh, Welcome to the Legend of the Three Kingdoms, the show where I screw up and then the people below me disappear. Did the commander leave us?
Yeah, he dropped out. I don't know why.
Roll 20, you're lovely. So hi, everybody. Um, I'm just gonna switch to the four person, and then once he gets back, I'll switch back to four. Never fails. And I was gonna do a catch up for him too.
Coming all the way back.
Uh, yeah. Hi, everybody. Normally, I am just slightly more organized than this, but I kid you not. We just did a full sound check. I had everything ready early, and as soon as I went live and started recording, everything just died. Uh, yeah. Um, let's just jump into it then let's head back to the three kingdoms. So just to get those of us that are here back on track. um, Recently you guys have ousted a dark lord, discovered the true um, uh, the true identity of the patron of two of you guys, and started trying to make your way back to society after discovering you guys are pretty far off the traveled path. As you were going through the wilderness of Fenrish, um, Argenta has been trying to come to terms with her newfound powers and affinity for portals, and started feeling something strange, which eventually developed into a very noticeable change. And as you guys were going towards it, you camped just outside the area, and when you awoke, the ground beneath you had been changed to coral of bright colors, and you could smell sea spray almost. And as you started going towards the center of this disturbance, that's where we left it last week. And I believe our commander has returned.
Sorry.
It happens.
Literally, I think only Roll20 crashed. Like, I can get down on any other website and but Roll20. Like, you jinxed it when you said everything's working great. It just
Yeah.
it went away.
How it goes. Yeah. Did you hear at least some of the recap?
I literally heard maybe the last 10 words you said. So
Okay. So the basics of it: you guys are in Fenris. You're trying to get to
Tree rod, I believe.
Tree Rot. And on your way there, you guys found something weird. The ground has been changed into coral and salt water, and Argenta is complaining that there's some sort of planar something happening there. So you guys are going to investigate.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, let's head back to where we were before. You guys have just woken up, and again, the ground you went to sleep on is not the ground you woke up on. You notice that the ground beneath you now is covered in layers of coral of various colors. You guys are noticing a very distinct greenish tint to a lot of the coral, though you're not sure if that's due to algae growing on it or the coral itself is just naturally green. And like I said before, there is a very strong scent of salt water around you. And it is a little bit kind of damp and not really chilly, but if you've ever been near the ocean, that just kind of humid, cool humidity that happens right next to the ocean. So, what do you guys wanted to do?
I want to walk over to Commander.
Mhm.
Yeah, Commander. Commander.
Yeah.
Can you just sign your name here? And I'll hold up my book.
I assume Dodge.
Yeah, this is just it's a minor thing. Don't even worry about it. It's just it's the family cell plan.
See, look, Argenta's name is right there. Our friend back in our, I guess, new hideout, Satin's there. Lily-Ann's there. And that's it.
Where's Vala's name? Where's your name?
I signed it somewhere. It's in there somewhere. Don't worry about it.
Well, just show me if you know where
You can trust us.
Oh, can I?
It's fine.
Can you read Abyssal?
I'm sorry, what?
Can you read Abyssal? Because for whatever reason, Vala signed in Abyssal, so I don't think you can read it. Long story short, just sign here.
Yeah. So where we going?
Look, it's super cool. Why don't you show it using Argenta?
Can I get some kind of insight check to see why I'm getting asked to sign something? Or is it them agreeing with me?
You can use insight to see if people have tells when they're lying. As far as figuring out why, that would be something either you would need the ability to read minds, which exists, or, and this is a slightly more advanced skill than most of the players I deal with have, you can ask him.
Okay, fair, Jody. I was wondering why.
D&D, when you have two players trying to do something, never occur. I'm gonna I'm gonna use detect thoughts. You could ask him.
Okay, fine. Break the fourth wall.
You are more than welcome to insight check him, but you would get more of motivation more than why. Like, does he seem anxious about it? Does he seem angry about it? Those are things you can insight.
That's fine. I'll just walk around him. And go to the other group.
I will write in my book to Argenta, I don't know what his deal is. Essentially, using it to cast sending.
Yeah, and so then I tell him back, Maybe you should tell him what it does.
Fair point. So used to people just being afraid of me and not giving me the time of day. That is a fair point. Okay, Commander. And I'll write it again to Argenta. Be like, say anything, and then just hold up the book, waiting for Argenta's reply.
Okay, I see that he's holding the book up to Commander, and it says back, Commander, this is Argenta. He's trapped me in the book. Do not sign.
Commander, as you're sitting there having this book thrust in your face, you suddenly start seeing, as if a quill is being scraped across it, you hear this slight sound, and you watch as each letter appears, slowly at first, but faster and faster, and in handwriting you don't recognize. That's soon
My
enough
name is
you
Tom Riddle.
You do
Sorry.
see that message.
Like, see?
Yeah, I draw my no. I don't do that just yet.
All right, fine.
No.
Guess you're not
Why do you want me to sign this?
Then I can communicate with you, no matter where you are. Say you get captured or valid.
It was what to. Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Dude, why is your name, or obviously not your name, but why is Vala's name not in there? I see, you said I see Argenta and Liliana's name, right?
Okay, I'll whisper to Commander. I'll be like, okay, so the thing about this book is, she kind of wrote her real name, and I'm trying to protect it in case she has a vampire problem. Not sure, and I just don't want that name to get out.
Okay, that I'll insight check on that one.
Sure, go ahead and roll your insight.
Oh yeah, total of 12.
Okay. Henri, go ahead and roll a check. You can decide whether it's persuasion or deception.
Oh yeah.
Even
Great.
so, let's just put it. It doesn't matter what it is. It's still lower than a 12.
Okay.
No.
So, Commander, as you're kind of looking at him and you're looking for tells and things like that, he's remarkably hard to read with just how much he covers himself normally and how little interaction he's had with other people for years now. But as you look at him, you don't see anything that would make you think he's lying.
I mean, all this lets me do is just, I can write a message, you get it telepathically, you reply back, it shows up as words on a page.
Fine. And then I'll write my name in there.
Okay.
As just Commander.
As you start to write the C, it looks strange. And as you continue to write, you realize you're not writing Commander. So you can stop partway through, but the name you were writing is the one you were given at birth.
Then I stop.
And you watch as you take the pen away and the ink just kind of sits there. And as you look, you watch as the letters slowly fade away from the page like you hadn't signed anything at all.
glare at Henri and give him back the quill.
All right, fine. You're lost. You get captured and wondering, hey, where's rescue? It's your fault.
It won't be the first time.
As you guys are having this interaction, you guys suddenly feel a change in the air, almost as if like a wave of moisture has just run over all of you, and you hear this very loud crack, similar to thunder-ish, but something about it is different. And a few moments later, you feel the ground beneath you just kind of pulse once, as if something very heavy has just impacted the ground.
See what happens when you don't sign your name?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, guys, I think the tide is coming in, so to speak. I think we need to move
I would
quickly.
agree.
All right, well, Argenta was leading the way, I believe.
Yeah, so I'll lead them in the direction that I felt the other day.
Okay. As you guys keep going, you feel the coral crunching underneath your footsteps. You can start hearing other sounds that seem slightly off. You hear more crunching sounds, just like you're making, but they continue when you guys stop. And they're definitely coming from pretty far away.
In the direction we're heading?
Yes.
Looks like we're not alone.
Can we see anything around us, like people walking near us, or is it just like flat lands the entire way?
What it is as you guys keep going, you're noticing the ground drops very steeply, about 100 feet in front of you, and there's obviously a basin or something past that, but you guys are far enough back that just the edge of the cliff is obscuring your view of things below.
Well, I guess we need to go and look at what's in there, don't we?
Yeah. Well, let's go see what's on the other side of that cliff.
As you guys approach, you see the following.
Oh, map.
Yes, I do maps now. Or at least I pretend to.
It's been a while.
Wow.
No, kidding.
I'm talking about for me. It's been a while.
Been a while.
I don't know.
So as you guys look over, you can see what almost look like rivers, except for the fact that they're not rushing as much as they're just pools of water that have waterfalls cascading from them. But as much as there's nothing feeding into these pools, the waterfalls continue to flow, and the pools never empty. You see more of this coral, and you can see more water, and towards the very bottom, you can see what looks like this strange kind of pulsating light. It's very kind of light blue, and you can see from underneath it, you can see almost like a stream of water, as if there was just a tiny waterfall right there that seems to be cascading into the waters around. And as you realize that it's really far down, you also realize something else that's strange. The waterfalls, now that you look at them, aren't going down like you would think they would do with gravity. They're actually flowing upwards. So if you'd like to put your minis anywhere along the top of this map. I am simply trying to find the right minis.
How do we find our minis again? I forget.
If you go to the journal
Journal?
page, if you just mouse over your name and then just drag it out, your mini should appear.
That's right.
So as you guys are looking down this cliff, you can see two creatures that appear to be made of pure water, just kind of wandering around. You can see these two other creatures that look almost alien to you. One is similar to a humanoid. I mean, it's got arms and legs and a head, but it has these reptilian features that you've never seen before. Not completely out of place in Funrish to find a half human, half animal creature, but this is just one you've never encountered before. And then a little bit further, you can see a creature that's partially humanoid, but the bottom half of it is a massive snake, it looks like. But the top half is, again, humanoid, but very serpentine features. As of right now, they don't seem to have spotted you yet.
Huh.
Just to explain the map, every square of this stuff is a 5-foot drop. So this first level is 15 feet above the second level, and the second level is 20 feet above the third. The light water goes up to anywhere from like mid-thigh up to mid-chest. So not deep, but difficult terrain. Any of the dark water would be stuff that you would not be able to stand in. You'd need to swim. Makes sense?
Mm-mm.
I'm actually going to see if I've got this queued up.
Is this an actual ramp down right here, or is it just a straight drop?
That is a ramp down. The straight
Okay.
drops will be shown by those cliffs. So there's a way down there, and then there's a way down on the far side from the top level to the mid one. There are no ramps from the mid to the bottom. And just so the audience can see, I have the wrong thing queued here, but they can at least get a look at it. This is not the Kingdom of the Kale Isles. I just don't have the image for my other campaign loaded. All right, so what do you guys want to do?
Okay, guys, I have a great idea. I'll go down and talk to them and see if they're friendly or not.
You know, fire and water don't mix, right?
Yes. This way you guys will be able to bail me out when things go eventually wrong.
Oh, uh-huh.
Right. Once I go full Vala,
So
Never go full
there's
Vala.
there's
You're right.
one thing wrong with that plan, Vala.
yes.
Do you remember the fire creature? It didn't want to talk.
This
Well,
is true.
But that was a giant fiery demon thing that was going to wreck everything.
And that looks like a giant demon snake human thing that wants to probably eat us.
I'm just saying, these guys might be more like the pixies, and can potentially be reasoned with. Do you guys hear God laughing? It's never a good
no.
sign.
Oh no.
It was not my intention at all, but wow, is that funny?
So, I mean, I would like. I mean, maybe we can try to give it a try, and if they start chasing me, I can run back up the ramp, and they'll be in a choke point for everybody to hit them.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean,
How do I check distance again? Which one was it?
It's the
Each square is 5 feet, if that helps.
No, that little measuring thing that they just pulled out.
it's under the magnifying glass.
Ah, okay. Oops, I don't want to move. Nope.
after the magnifying glass. What do you mean?
Yeah, there's like a pointer, there's a brush, there's a magnifying glass, and then there's the ruler.
Okay, yeah,
Uh-huh.
I arranged.
Oh, that.
Yeah, sure. If you if that's what you want, but you want to go alone or do you want someone else? I mean, I'm not volunteering.
Well, I mean, I think if I go alone, I will be less threatening, and it might be easier for me to get away. Whereas if all of us go, they might spook them, and they will try to attack us.
Or you go down there by yourself and they see you as a tasty morsel.
In which case, we know they're hostile, and you guys pew pew.
I'm gonna be going with you.
Oh boy.
Okay. So if you guys want to get into position,
Yeah, I do.
we can head down.
Alright.
I want to be like,
Yeah.
right, I guess, right here.
As you all start moving forward, one of these water creatures kind of twitches in your direction. It's kind of really hard to figure out exactly what it's looking at, but you watch it just go there and then disappear. And this one follows suit as it melds into the water. But these two here kind of let out this and turn towards you, seemingly not pleased with your presence, and start rushing towards you. And I would like everyone to roll for initiative.
Oh, I didn't even get to say hello.
Yeah, they seem a little jumpy. You're not sure why. You're welcome to ask, though.
But I made a pie.
start with Vala.
That would be 10.
All right, Argenta,
Also 10.
Lillian,
21.
Henri,
19.
and Commander.
22.
All right. So as you guys go forward, you notice again the water things just kind of melted into the water and vanished. Commander, you are up first.
Oh boy.
There's no way this could end poorly for anyone.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. I'm going to hold my action until I see one of them pop up near us. And I'm just to stay where I am.
Okay. Great. That is there a, did you didn't want to move?
No, because I don't know. I'm kind of scared of water, so I'm just gonna stay right where I'm at.
Not a problem. That'll bring us to Lillian.
I will also to talk about
Okay.
in that move.
So you holding the attack action, or what action are you holding?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm assuming that's the same for you, Commander. You're holding your attack.
Yes.
Okay. All right. That brings us to Henri.
I'm going to hold. No, I'm just kidding.
We're all just gonna wait.
I'm actually going to cast. From my perspective, out of the two that I can see, who would scare me more just by looking at them?
Were you more scared of snakes or lizards?
We'll just go with this one. Okay, I don't know how am I drawing.
Neither of them look friendly.
Okay, I don't know how to delete that, but I'm putting casting Wall of Light 60 feet up vertical on top of that one. I just put a little colored circle to indicate where it is.
Remind me. So you're are you making basically cutting that guy off with a wall of light?
It's 60 feet high, 5 feet thick. It's just a giant pillar of light. I mean, I can make it vertical or horizontal.
Okay.
Shed bright light out to 120 feet, dim light for an additional 120 feet. When the wall appears, each creature in the area must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, they'll take 4d8 radiant damage and be blinded for a minute. And then
How large an area does it affect? Just a 5 foot square, or generally the wall spells are?
yeah, I could have made it 60 feet long, but I want it to be a giant pillar because I can shoot beams of light out of it from any point.
Okay. So basically this entire square is now just light.
Yeah, up 60 feet tall.
Interesting. Okay, cool. So you guys watch as Henri kind of points his hand and whispers a little something, and then this just huge like laser beam pops up. You said a con save?
Yep.
Well, that's a 4, and I have no idea what the con is, but it's not high enough. Yeah, roll your damage. He's less than thrilled.
It's 21 radiant, and he is blinded for 1 minute. He can repeat his saving throw to get unblinded at the end of his turn. End of each of his turns.
Cool.
And anything can pass through the wall. If it does, it's the same thing.
Okay.
Because it blocks line of sight for that pillar.
Very cool. So there's just this giant glowing pillar now, while everyone else is just kind of chilling. And then
I will stay right there. Why not?
okay. So remind me, you're sorry, wrong thing. You're that one.
Yes,
you're-
the one that's by the cliff.
Ah, okay. That makes things so much easier. As you are standing there, you watch as the water near you just starts rushing towards you and getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And suddenly you are surrounded and engulfed in water. And I need a strength saving throw.
Oh, this is totally my forte.
I wanted to, since he popped up, can I make shots before he engulfs him, or
Unfortunately, it happens. He's invisible until he gets out of the water, and it's a large creature. So technically, it's still part of the water. So the engulfing happens, but before you can take aim at it.
understood?
Does a 0 beat it?
Zero. Let me double check. I'm not 100% sure. No. That doesn't beat it. You are
I was
going
afraid
to
of.
take 13 bludgeoning damage as the water, instead of just kind of engulfing you, it starts pressing against you, and you feel your lungs being crushed and just pressure everywhere.
I'm good on my concentration.
You are restrained and unable to breathe.
Cool. That's fun.
Yeah.
You know, I was looking at it as a joke, the one where you can breathe in water. Didn't think it would matter.
Yeah. So, with that though, Commander, you see a giant water thing come up and engulf one of your friends, and you can see Henri in there, kind of grasping at his throat. You see his arms and legs twisting in bizarre manners.
Oh boy.
So you have a target to attack if you want.
You said it's a large creature,
Yes.
so I'd be able to shoot it and like around Henri and not hit him.
It's large enough you think you can aim and miss him, but it's water.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's
okay.
water that's not working the way it's supposed to, so you have no idea what's going to happen once a bullet goes into it.
Well, better time now to figure it out.
And would Commander really care after the whole book incident?
Possibly, you just don't know. Alright, so I'll take. Just is that a bonus action for the second shot, or is that part of the actual attack?
I believe any of your shots are
Yeah.
part of, unless it
Yeah.
specifically says a
Yeah,
bonus action, it's just part of the shot. You do have to declare it before the shot, though.
Yeah, so I just get 2 attacks. Okay. 23 for the first one, and gun jam.
All right, so you guys watch as Commander pulls Fury, right?
Yeah.
Fury out and fires a shot. As it hits the water, it goes through. You see just a tiny bit of water go off. Go ahead and roll the damage.
15 for the one shot that hit.
Okay. And as it goes through, you notice it doesn't seem to stick or anything. It just goes clean through, not having anywhere near the impact you were expecting it to have.
All right. So
And then you guys watch as he readies another shot. And you hear this click, and the gun just doesn't fire. And that is the end of that action. Lillian, it's not close enough to you to attack at all.
Even a you my crossbow.
Oh, you could crossbow it if you want to take a shot with the crossbow.
Yeah. And that would be a 13.
And as the crossbow bolt flies out, it just barely misses it. As that happens, I have to count real quick. Hold on. Okay. You watch it disappear again as it goes into the water, and Henri goes with it.
You just want me to drag my mini off the map?
No. I'll tell you where to go in just a second. Just have to move it first, because I can actually move you. And you guys see he is completely submerged underwater. And what is your Constitution score?
16.
Henri?
16.
Okay. So you have 3 minutes of air before you start suffocating. So yeah, you can see Henri just underneath the water, not quite sure what's going on yet with these things. They just seem to kind of appear. And as quickly as they do, you see another one. Appear right there. And whose mini did I just get?
That's mine.
Argentin, as you're sitting there, you watch the water come up and envelop you, and I need a strength save from you.
Saving throw, right?
Strength save. Yep.
Just don't roll a 0.
That's gonna be a. Oops, that's not what I meant to open. There you go. 7. So a 17.
Okay, so as you sit there, you feel the water closing in around you. You start feeling pressure around your ribs, around your joints, but you sit there and just kind of pull yourself, and you suddenly feel yourself being thrust, and you are now in the water.
Okay.
But you don't seem to have been to take any damage. You're just now in the water, basically kind of floating. You're not technically prone, but you're not standing either because you weren't expecting to be thrown into the water. And then the creature did everything it can. So it's going to go back into the water and disappear. While that's happening, this dude is not pleased and is just going to run straight forward because he can't see. And now he's in water blind. This guy's going to try.
He can repeat the save for the blind at the
Yep.
end of each turn.
But it's me rolling. Well, what kind of save is it?
Constitution, DC 17.
He makes it just barely.
Ooh.
So now he's just kind of blinking, and he sees nothing right now because you guys are covered by the cliff. But they both seem to be moving towards you. There, and now and that was the end of his turn. Yeah, he just stayed there. that's the end of those. That brings us to Val and Argenta. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first, if you don't mind.
Go for it.
Okay. I am going to. Can I see Andre in the water?
Yeah. You can't see anything else. It's just water that's there, but you can definitely see Henri.
Okay. I'm going to. Difficult terrain, I know that. That's 10
Mhm.
feet. I'm going to try and rip him out.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a strength athletics check.
28.
As you do that, you, for some odd reason, as you try to pull, it's like something's got him. You start looking around for something he could be caught on. No, he's in open water, basically. And you pull harder and harder and eventually are able to get him out. But the water around him seems to have currents that don't make sense. So, Henri, you are no longer grappled or restrained, and can get a breath now as he brings your head above water.
It's only been like 2 seconds.
And then I'll just go with the rest of my movement, not there. I'm going to go here and then on land.
Okay. Right, and then Vala.
Yes. I am going to move. Oops. Am I going to move? No, that's not me. That's why.
Yeah,
Alright. So I'm going to move to right about there. I'm going to use my action to cast Detect Thoughts. So, concentration, I can hear the thoughts of anything within 30 feet of me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to use that to kind of ping for the water beasts.
Okay. You're getting thoughts in front of you, but they don't make sense at all.
Okay. But it's like right in front of me?
You know it's in front of you. Detect thoughts doesn't give you a specific location, to my knowledge.
Detect presence. Just what say.
You can tell that there are people thinking near you.
Okay.
Like you're also getting all of your friends' thoughts as well.
So it's kind of like a compass. I'm getting a general direction.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly where it is.
Yeah, there are definitely two different things, but their thoughts are completely alien to you. Like
Got
you're
it.
not even getting words from them right now, or if you are, they're in a language and syntax you've never encountered.
Got it. Okay. I will just kind of like gesture, guys. I think they're like there-ish, and I will inspire Lillian with my bonus action,
Okay.
and then I will move back,
Right.
and that'll be my turn.
Cool. Brings us back to the top of the order with Commander.
I need to fix my gun.
Right.
So is that an attack or an action? I can't remember. Repair. Where is that?
I believe fixing your gun should be. I actually don't have the gunslinger in front of me. It should say in the gunslinger. Do you
Yeah. Oh crap! I didn't want to do that. Hold on.
believe unless it's a critical jam, you can use an attack to try and clear it. Or at least that's what we're going to say for right now to keep things
Yeah.
going. So
Okay.
go ahead and make a tinkering check.
Which is proficiency but plus dex, I believe, right?
Yes.
Okay. That is, let's see, with that, and then proficiency, we're at 4.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, thank you. 26.
Yep. So as you sit there and you look, it looks like the firing pin got dislodged a little bit and didn't strike the bullet correctly. You sit there and you fiddle it, secure it again, spin the chamber, and it seems to be working. That shot was lost, though. So you're down to 2 shots.
Okay. Okay, that's taken care of. So let's see, that's how far am I away? I'll move there. So, oh, yeah. And I will stow my gun and draw my rapier. And
Make things
Yeah.
slightly easier to see the grid.
oh, okay, thanks. Yeah, so I'll draw my rapier and put the gun away, and I think that's all I can do right now.
All right. Yeah. That brings us to Lillian.
So let's see. Is that one of the creatures?
Yeah. This is the snake one. This is the lizard one. Though from where you are right now, you can't see either because they're at the bottom of a cliff.
Oh, that and I don't see the water thing.
No. You see water, and Vala has given you kind of a rough idea. You know they're probably, somewhere around, here. But as far as specific, they're really, they're large creatures, and there's a lot of water there.
Yeah. No, I get my but in the direction.
Sure. Even or odd?
Odd.
All right, go ahead and make your attack roll.
8.
As you sit there and fire, you hit water, and the water doesn't seem to be striking back. Anything else you want to do?
No.
Pretty sure that water's never going to get up again. Other water, maybe, but the little bit you hit, never again. That's it. Andre, you are soaking wet.
2 questions. First,
Sure.
is sunlight sensitivity an issue here?
You are in bright light. There are no clouds.
Okay.
It's the middle of the day.
Well, to be fair, I just did create a bunch of bright light.
I was about to say, you also created a shit ton of bright light anyways. So even without the sun, it's sunglasses time.
Can I see the guy who was previously in my wall from where I'm at, or do I need to? Would I need to move to the cliff side?
You can see him. You can't see the other guy.
Okay. Just to be, because I don't like where I'm at, I'm gonna.
Now you can see both of them since you're at the edge.
Even though it's a disadvantage, I'm going to shorten the wall by 10 feet and use my action to launch a beam at the one I previously entrapped.
Okay. You're getting the idea. You're not making friends here.
Yeah.
Is there a save or set an attack roll?
It's just a attack roll.
Okay, go for it.
I gotta see what my plus to my spell attack is. Does a 13 hit?
No. As you fire off a bolt of light, because of the kind of refraction from the water and just how bright it is in general, you watch as the bolt of light goes. It strikes the water right next to him, but doesn't hit him. Or actually, hold up. Just realized I'm thinking of the wrong armor class. No, it does not. They have a higher armor class.
Okay, and then the wall will, from the top, shrink 10 feet, so it's only 50 feet tall.
Okay.
I don't think I have anything as a bonus action besides Prey Argenta looks like a juicier target than me. Let's see, that was what? Yeah, I can't really get too far away.
There, now I have a label and everything.
Essentially, every attack I'm going to shrink from the top, so it still stays on the bottom.
Makes sense.
That's my turn because I don't have anything for a bonus action.
All right, I need to roll. All right. So yet again, you feel yourself being engulfed as this creature just appears. Go ahead and make me another strength save.
Oh, come on.
Oh, me.
So last time it was 0. This time it's a 1.
Well, you're moving up. If about 14 more turns, you might actually start winning. As that happens, you get restrained again. Go ahead and you take 13 bludgeoning damage. Go ahead and do your concentration check.
This I should pass no problem with advantage, right? Here goes nothing. Well, okay. Whew, thank heaven for advantage. Yeah, 21.
And yet again, it disappears. And you guys watch as Henri goes in the water, down the waterfall, and all the way down here.
I was explicitly told as a child not to go chasing them.
That was awesome. Take inspiration for the
Wow, middle school all
TLC
over again.
reference.
Oh, he brought me right to the guy I've been pissing off. That's fun.
Yeah. It's weird. These things can really move in the water.
Who would have thunk it?
As you guys are waiting, you suddenly see another creature come up, and this time
Hey.
it just moves and takes a swing at who's this again?
Vala.
That one is me.
It's Vala, and then this is Commander.
Yes.
Yeah, you both get a swing.
Yay.
First one is a 20 against Vala.
Oh, that even gets past my shadow armor.
Right. So you see just this creature kind of form this pillar of water and slam it down into you. You take 13 bludgeoning damage. And
I would like to also use Hellish Rebuke.
okay. So as it comes down and smacks into you, a burst of flames emits from you.
Yep. Dexterity saving throw.
It's really good at the dex. Well, actually, 21.
Yes. That succeeds.
Does it take any damage?
Yes, it will take half.
Okay.
It will take 5 points of damage since I cast that at second level.
All right. So you watch as a little steam goes off from it, and then Commander,
Mm-hmm.
how's 11's sound?
Sounds like a miss.
So you see this big pillar of water coming towards you, and you kind of dodge out of the way. It smacks the ground next to you, and you watch cracks appear, and you get sprayed with the remnants of it, and then you watch the water just kind of surge back into this creature, who takes the rest of their movement to go back to the water. But both of you can take opportunity attacks if you would like.
Yes, please.
I don't believe I can because I used Hellish Rebuke.
Oh yeah, that would be your reaction.
We had 21.
21 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll that damage.
That is 8 points.
All right, and that's just a regular rapier.
That's +1.
Oh, so it's magic. Cool. So
Well, I don't, sorry.
go ahead. Or is it magic or masterwork?
It's masterwork.
Masterwork. Okay, so not magic.
Yeah.
All right. So as you
Also, I looked up
ahead.
the repair.
Mhm.
It says at 10th level, I get rapid repair, which means it's a bonus action. So I think now it's still just a regular action.
Okay, so we'll going forward. That'll be
Yeah.
it. So as you cut into it, you do feel resistance that you wouldn't feel if you were piercing just water. It's almost like gelatin, kind of. But as you pull your rapier through, you see the creature kind of writhe as it gets hurt. But again, it just doesn't seem to be doing the damage you think it should be. And then again, the creature just disappears.
Great.
These guys. The snake dude's going to run right up to you. This guy, though, is just going to go here. And you see him take out this really wicked-looking falcon. And he just slams it, trying to hit you, Henri.
That's Argenta.
Argenta.
Oh no, you meant the guy.
No,
Sorry.
the guy next to you. The guy going for Argenta had to double move.
Okay.
So he can't attack you. But you do see him just with blinding speed. He just goes, foo, 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 3 shots at you. The first is a nat 1. The second is a 16.
I'm technically restrained, so doesn't he have advantage?
Oh yeah. So the first attack was a 16.
Just hit or hits by 1, yeah.
Second attack is a 21. And third attack is a 22.
Yeah, I think they all hit.
All right. So you take 6 damage each time as he sits there and just striking you over and over. And you see this kind of frenzied look as he just reaches into the water and bites you.
On the second one, I lose the ruler.
Okay. So that will go away. And then the bite is a 16.
Yeah, that hits.
And you take 13 piercing damage as he just chomps onto your arm. Yeah, and you guys, Argenta at least, you can see the blood or the water start turning red. That's the end of his turn. That's all of them. We go back to Vala and Argenta.
All right. I'm going to rage,
Go for it.
and then I'm going to leap off.
Cool. It's a 15-foot drop, so you do take a die of falling damage.
Yep.
So that is 2 whole bludgeoning damage, reduced to 1. As you're going, you do see the snake creature just lash out you and try to bite you.
Okay.
That is a 15.
That'll miss.
All right, so as it bites at you, you just kind of bop it on the snout and free fall down, superhero landing. That because it was falling, it just took the 5 feet to move over,
Okay.
and technically you would have landed here.
Gotcha. That's 5, 10, 20, 30, 40 feet. And with my flail out, I will recklessly attack it twice.
Go for it.
First one's going to be a 17 to hit.
As you sit there and you swing this flail around, you watch him just hold up his arm with the falchion in it, and he just bats it away.
Okay. Second one's going to be a 24 to hit.
As he's sitting there focusing, you swing it back around, you get him right in the ribs.
That's, oh crap, now I need to remember what my damage is from the, well, plus 2 and then plus 5. So that's 11 bludgeoning damage.
All right. You are not making friends either. So those are your attacks. You took 2 attacks. Anything else you wanted to do with your turn?
Nope, that's everything.
All right. That ends you, Vala.
Yes, I. All right, so I would like to cast Hex onto our snaky friend,
Okay.
and then I will cast Firebolt at it.
Pick a stat to hex.
Strength.
Cool. So you sit there and you focus, and in your mind's eye, he kind of glows with this unearthly flame all around him. And then you just kind of point, and this bolt of fire goes out. Go ahead and make your attack.
Okay. Natural 20.
Misses. Just damn, that sucks. Roll damage.
That's a lot of dice.
Uh-huh.
Level
That's
9.
a lot of
Yeah.
damage.
Your firebolt just did like what, 2/3 of a fireball?
Well,
Or
I
half
mean,
a fireball.
4d10, 2d6 on one attack.
I think I only get 2d10.
Oh, you crit.
Yeah, you
I crit, so it's okay. I rolled poorly.
Total, you should have 4d10 and 2d6. So
Okay. Well, that's 9. So that's 19 plus, I believe, 10 more.
okay, so 29.
29. Yes.
So
What a point.
that is fireball damage. Like that's a number I've rolled for fireballs.
You just did more with the cantrip than I did with a 5th level spell.
Jeez. Holy cow.
Well, cantrip and a first level bow.
Right.
Oh, my bad.
So yeah, you guys watch as Vala. Do you have a war cry or something you want to add to this? Because this is impressive.
Oh God. Try to slither away from this. Ooh.
Launch this.
Oh,
It
no.
starts off as just a little, bolt of fire. It just gets bigger and bigger. Suddenly, it's just this huge fireball that hits him right in the back, and he screams out in pain. You see blisters start to form on its skin. He is less than pleased with you. I just realized he may be the wrong side. No, he is medium. Never mind.
No. So then I just start like giving him the double fingers and just like, yeah, come get me.
Well, he doesn't seem to care as much about our Genta right now. However, it is Commander's turn.
Yeah. Okay. I am. Let's see. How far am I away? You said the water is double, or it's
Water is
double movement.
difficult terrain, so yeah.
Okay.
10 feet for every 5.
All right. So what's this? Okay, I'll move there, and I'm gonna move here, and I'm going to basically unload on Snaky that Vala just basically destroyed.
Go for it. So do you you put the, or you like going one hand gun, one hand
Yeah.
rip? That's cool.
Essentially.
All right, so you go over and you brandish Fury, take sight in the first shot.
Let's say 28.
Definitely hits. Go and roll this second shot.
17.
That one misses. So your first shot, as it hits, the thing you notice, this creature's skin is incredibly thick, and the bullet doesn't go nearly as deep as you think it should have. Go and roll the damage.
12.
And as you unload the second shot, you see it just kind of duck out of the way, and it just barely misses it. And the creature just goes, and you watch him take his hand that doesn't have a weapon and just dig into his flesh, pull the bullet out, and just drop it in front of him.
Oh, that's a nice trick. Let's see. I guess I use my bonus action to reload,
Okay.
and that's it.
So you quickly kind of open the chambers, put 4 more shots in, click it, and get ready. Lillian. You are muted.
Oh. I will go move for him. I invaded my how do my ram and attack him with my sword.
All right. So which one was it? Was Right of the Dawn or
The ram.
Firewood? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So as you're going, you watch as Lillian. Now you had the crossbow out. You just gonna drop that so you can pull this sword.
Yeah.
Technically, to stow it and pull a new weapon would be an action.
Yeah, good drop.
Okay. So you watch as Lillian starts running, drops it on the shore closest to you guys, runs through the water as he's pulling it. You watch as the blade goes across her hand, erupts in flames, brings it down to Bear.
Good.
So as you sit there and bring it down, the falcon comes up and just deflects it away.
And that will be my second attack.
Go for it.
12.
And again, just bats it away and goes. These guys are tough.
Yeah. And I'm done.
Right. Henri,
I have a question.
I have an answer. Let's see if they match.
Can I cast spells if it requires a verbal component since I'm underwater?
I'll say if you have a lung full of air, you can cast a single spell underwater, but that gets rid of your air, and you will start suffocating.
Because I don't see myself breaking out of here, and I really regret not taking Dimension Door now. So I'll just do,
thought teleportation spells could be useful.
like I don't even have Misty Step. So I guess I'm just going to use my Drow heritage and cast Fairy Fire in hopes I light up the water elemental that I'm in and the
Ooh.
guy on top of me.
Yeah. Now, in order to do both of them, you will be in the area of effect.
Oh, I know. I'm low enough to where that won't matter.
Cool. What is it? A dex save?
Yeah, DC 17.
Okay, I'll do the lizard man first. He fails. Water elemental. 15.
17.
So you watch as this fire goes down, and you suddenly can see a perfect outline of this creature, despite it being underwater. And you notice when it's above, it has kind of a humanoid shape, but underwater, it's almost amoeba-like. Like you can see all these tendrils going off of it, and you see them squirming around, and it looks upset that you've lit it up.
Do I need to roll a save for my own spell, or does it just happen to me?
Yeah, because you're in the area of effect, you would roll a save just like any other creature. It'd be just like if you cast a fireball on yourself.
Okay, does Restrain give me disadvantage on Dex?
Yes.
Okay, then I lit up too.
All right. So you could see the flames dancing over your skin. Very painless, but...
And that's my turn.
All right. While you're under there, the water creature is going to try to slam you against the ground.
With advantage, because I'm glowing. And restrained.
And restrained. 17?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then the second one is a 19.
Yup.
Gets that back. So you take 13 damage twice, so a total of 26 bludgeoning.
Cool. I'm at -1.
And Argenta, being right next to him, you watch as the bubbles just stop coming up and his body goes limp and just starts sinking towards the bottom of this water.
Probably way too late to ask, but he's not undead, is he?
He's not. He seems, for some odd reason, he has almost... He seems to be made up of the element of water. It's weird. Almost like he's elemental, really.
So they're no longer glowing unless that... I don't think they're still glowing.
It is not concentration, I don't believe. It's just an
Yep.
effect.
It is, unfortunately.
Oh, is it? Oh, well, then, yeah, they stop glowing.
You saw where it was for like a split second. Does that help?
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe.
And just because you did see it, it's gonna move.
Am I still with it?
No, it let you go.
Okay.
You're a corpse. All right, so that's that. This guy. Nope. Yeah, he suddenly appears next to you, Commander. Takes two swings. First is a 2.
No.
Oh, there's the low rolls.
Yeah, right.
Second is a 21.
Yeah.
So first you see this big thing of water slam down next to you. You kind of dodge out of the way, only to be hit by another one coming and get you right in the ribs for 13 bludgeoning damage. And you kind of get the wind knocked out of you, and the creature again is going to disappear as it goes away.
Attack.
Yep.
Okay. That close, I can't shoot, so I'll just use the rapier. That is a 14.
Just barely hits as it sinks into
Oh.
you.
Okay.
Yeah, the water elemental is not hard to hit.
It's 11.
All right. Again, not quite doing the damage you think it should. But definitely doing some damage. And that's all this is going to do. It took its attacks and it went back to water. Yeah. That brings us to our buddies. First, Snake Buddy is going to take a bunch of swings at Lillian. So that's 16. That's 9.
No.
And 11.
No.
So it swings down, and the first swing gets you on the shoulder, but you very quickly bring up your flaming longsword to deflect the other two, and then it just goes out and tries to bite you with a 17.
Yeah.
And it gets a big bite of your stomach, and does a total of 6 slashing damage and 13 piercing damage. The other one's going to turn towards Argenta and do this same thing. 15.
Miss.
16.
Miss because I have my shield out.
And 19.
That hits.
All right, so again, 3 swings. The first 2 just impact your shield. It hits it down. It smacks the shield up, so it goes far. And then you feel it just kind of stab into you. And again, it goes for your neck as it tries to bite down on you. And that's a low number, 14.
Miss.
And that's its turn. Back to...
How much damage was that?
Oh,
From
I'm
that one?
sorry. It's 6 damage for the slice.
Gotcha.
6 slashing the damage. So that brings us to our Jugenta.
All right. So with my bonus action, I'm going to focus on him and mark him with Planar Warrior.
Okay.
And then for my action, the first thing I'm going to do is with like my shield arm, I'm going to try and go into the water and just hold on Reed's head above water.
You
Like
can
grapple?
grapple him. Yeah.
Yeah.
He can't resist it or anything, so your grapple would just automatically succeed.
Okay, so I have him grappled now.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna take one reckless attack at this guy. If you'll
I
let it.
will say, if you have him grappled with your shield arm, you will lose the AC bonus of the shield.
I'm fine with that.
Okay. Okay.
So, one attack on that guy. That's gonna be an 18.
Misses. Brings the falcon around. Just,
Okay. I don't think I can drag Audrey to land this turn, but I'm just gonna. If he attacks me.
Mhm.
So I move there because I'm half speed with Henri in my hand, right?
yeah. So half speed and then half speed from the water.
Don't you ignore difficult terrain as a ranger?
Do I don't know if I do at this level.
I believe it's part of your natural explorer. And at 9 you might. I put my PHB back in my bookcase. If you want to look it up for next term, we're going to leave it how it is for right now.
All right.
But Henri, you are no longer suffocating. You are just unconscious.
Oh, good.
Vala.
So can I see Argenta carrying Henri? I'm guessing with the height of the cliff and how far back I am, I have no idea that he's
you
down.
can't see that. Your line of vision is literally the row right under them. If you move forward just one, you'd be able to see it.
Okay.
Fine.
I mean, yeah, if somebody called out, I could, but I am just going to, given how well it worked last time, I'm going to do Firebolt.
Should be called Hellish Bolt coming from you.
Yeah. we'll design a new spell.
Right. So, take some light of the dawn!
Go ahead and make your attack roll.
That's a lot. Where is it? Yeah, that's 21.
Yeah, definitely hits. Roll the damage.
Okay, so I mean it's not crit damage, but 23.
And that's with the hex.
Yes, with the yep.
And you know, Firebolt is 2d10 at this level, right?
Yep, 2d10. I rolled 8, 4, and 6.
Just making sure. So what was it again?
23.
23. Cool. He's looking rough. Another bolt of fire hits him. You can see blisters starting to form. They're now starting to bleed more. Like he's looking rough.
Okay. Yeah, I can. That's and I've already inspired Lillian. I'll just go to the commander and be like, "Come on, finish him!" And
Finish him.
yes, I will do finish him to inspire the commander.
Cool. Back up to the top, Commander. You have to remember the fatality input, but
Oh crap! I was never good at those.
Just say you're Scorpion. It's start up.
Yeah, right. Up, down, up, down, left, right, left, right. Let's see. I'm going to. So that would make it. So I get there by burning my action, correct?
yeah, definitely, because
Okay.
it'd be 5 to move here, 15, 25,
25.
30 to get there.
Oh, so I don't have to. I don't have to waste an action. I can just get there.
Yep.
Sweet. So I'm gonna get it there. Uh, and I will shoot at the snake for the first shot and see if it kills. And if it does, I'm gonna go for the dude at the bottom. It's 20. No, wait, yeah, 28 for the snake.
It definitely hits.
It's 9 points for that shot.
All right. Again, it goes in, but it just barely penetrates the skin.
Shoot it again. 20. Oh, I didn't call it. Dang it. Never mind. Okay, I can't do it. 25.
Yep.
14 damage.
Still looking rough. As
Action
the
surge.
bullet goes in. All right, go for it.
This time I'm going to do sharpshooter
Go.
for the -5 +10.
All right.
22.
Definitely hits.
Okay. 19. Damage.
And with that, you fire it, and you see it hit right in the center of the back. The creature kind of writhes and hits the ground, and you watch as it looks like it starts to sweat profusely. And then you start seeing it's kind of melting. And you watch as the skin kind of boils away and melts away, and there's just kind of a skeleton, but not really.
Okay. And so with the last shot, man, that was 1, 2. Yeah, okay. One more shot. I'm going to take it at the dude downstairs.
Go for it.
Let's say that's 17.
Misses. As the shot comes up, he just lifts his blade and it ricochets off the blade.
All right. And then that's it.
All right. Lillian, the dude you're fighting is now dead.
Did I see what's going on there?
Oh, yeah, you can see easily. The water is pretty dyed red at this point with how many times Henri was hit. And you can see that Argenta is kind of dragging him, and Henri is obviously unconscious.
Is there difficult terrain
No,
here?
that's a sheer cliff.
Oh,
So if you
alright.
drop off, it takes 5 feet of movement, and you take fall damage.
Well, I don't understand. So I was four, five. So maybe about here.
I think that's Argenta you're going with right there.
Yeah.
It's not Argenta, but Valeraven.
Yeah, Vala.
Oh, sorry.
You're down here.
Yeah.
So where did you want to go?
Maybe about two.
If you want to just point, if you hold and click and hold on the map, it'll make a little ring appear.
Yeah, two.
Oh yeah, that's a waterfall.
Uh,
That again, the water is going up instead of down, but it's a waterfall.
let's go with the, I think gamble. So maybe about there.
Yeah.
But back right, and that will be my full turn.
So you running around, or you just jumping down?
Running around.
Okay.
So
Yep.
and that.
That's perfectly fine. So you guys watch as Lillian just breaks into a sprint, runs down, and ends up there. Henri, I need a death save from you.
2 questions.
Sure.
Do we have to declare our inspiration before we roll?
It, for inspiration, as in advantage.
Yeah, the one you gave me, because I don't know if there was like a rule where you had to declare it in advance before you rolled or after you rolled.
Yes, because you're not getting an extra roll. You're rolling with advantage. So if you roll, you can't roll with advantage afterwards.
And death saves are at the beginning of a turn, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to use the inspiration to gain advantage. I'll just roll in here. Good thing I did that. Wait, I'm rolling it wrong. How do I do it again? Okay.
1d20.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'll just roll again, I guess, because I already declared advantage. Got a 14, and yeah, it's a good thing I had advantage. And that, I heal. Finally get to use this ability. 10 hit points with my Defy Death feature.
Oh, so you're conscious again.
Yep,
And
that's
you
what I was
feel a
wondering.
very strong arm right around your collar, just kind of holding you up as you wake up.
So that was at the beginning of my turn, right? So I still have my turn?
The ability itself, I'm not as familiar with. Does that happen at your beginning or the end? Does it
Just
mention
says
that?
when I stabilize someone with Spare the Dying or succeed on the death save.
Yeah, that's beginning of your turn, so you have all your actions and everything.
Cool, because you're the only one next to me. I'm going to cast Fly on Argenta and myself and go 60 feet up if Argenta allows me.
Yeah. If I feel, as soon as I feel him like doing shit, I let him go.
You just see him. At first, you're just sitting there. You've got your weapon out, and you're like, "Arr!" And suddenly your arm just starts to raise without you. And as you start getting lifted off your feet, you're like, "Oh, he's flying!" And you just let him go.
So myself and Argenta are currently flying. I'm just 60 feet up.
Technically, Argenta is still on the ground.
Yeah.
But has the ability to fly
Yeah.
now.
All right.
Argenta, you suddenly feel lighter. And you start thinking happy thoughts.
There's no one else. I could do a third target, but there's no one else within touch range, so that's my turn.
Right. So, yeah, you're fine. Let's see, yeah. Let's roll first. Yep. Okay. So you see the water creature appear again. It goes right over here. I need a strength save from you, Vala.
This is easy peasy. I am so strong.
Oh, no.
So with my +0 mod, that is a 1.
So you again, you feel the water enclose you, envelop you, and then starts squeezing you, and you take 13 uh, bludgeoning damage.
Cool, cool, cool.
I'd like to point out that you rolled in 1 strength save, but I rolled in 2.
Cool,
And
cool.
it is going to disappear as it drags you into the water.
Cool, cool, cool,
There.
cool.
And you are grappled and restrained. Oh, it can't. Never mind. You are there. Because it's grappling you. It's at half speed. Still grappled and restrained, but y'all can see it. This dude is less than thrilled with both of you. So it's going to go here, and you guys don't see anything. You just suddenly feel the water kind of rush up around you. And I need strength saves from both Argenta and Henri.
I'm 60 feet up.
Oh, you're 60 feet. Ignore that. Just a strength save from Argenta.
Sure. Natural 20.
Yeah, you just suddenly feel pushed next to this dude.
All right.
And the water elemental's not pleased. He's gonna be pout. This dude's gonna take a couple swings at you. Miss. That's better. 21.
That'll hit.
And higher than that, 25.
That'll hit.
So those are 6 slashing twice, and then tries to bite you with a 25.
That'll hit.
So yeah, that's a 13 piercing. That ends all theirs. Argenta.
I will take 2 reckless strikes at that guy.
Oh, I keep forgetting I have an advantage against you. Doesn't matter. I hit almost all the times, but
That's gonna be a 19 to hit. Yeah.
just barely hits.
Okay. And the second one is a 24.
Both hit. Go ahead and roll the damage.
So the first time Planar Warrior does anything, he takes 14 points of force damage.
Ooh. Okay. He does not like that.
And then 13 bludgeoning for the second hit.
Doesn't like that either. So as you sit there and you hit it the first time, you see this kind of explosion of planar energy as you strike him. Then you wind up and strike again. You can see each attack, despite his very thick skin, you hear bones crunching. You're seeing some of them poking through his skin. He's bleeding now. Anything else you wanted to do?
Nope, I'm good.
Vala, you're underwater.
So, I'm gonna think to myself for a second. If I turn, I can see this spot right here, right?
Which is the spot?
This one?
Yeah.
Sweet. I would like to Misty Step to it.
Ah, sure. So as you sit there and you can feel the water kind of closing in, you can feel your breath just about to escape. You utter the word, and you are now dripping wet, but pretty far away.
I will then cast Firebolt at it.
All right.
16 to hit.
Definitely hits. Roll the damage.
Okay, and I did not get a chance to hex it, so no hexy damage. 23.
Yeah.
I rolled an 8 and a 0, which I assume is a 10.
Yes.
So
So, despite the fact that these creatures are made of water, which puts out fires, you have found a way to use fire. Congratulations.
Oh, Vala.
I will then use the rest of my movement to run down this way.
Okay. So you just launch a firebolt off and then book it.
Like, come and get me! That ends my turn.
Yeah, it does. Commander.
Well, that changes things. Let's see here. I guess I will reload.
Right?
And I'll just go ahead and take care of this guy. I just want to have fun here. I'm going to burn
Oh,
a grit.
gunslingers just want to have fun.
I'm going to burn a grit for Deadeye and also do, I think I can do it.
Sharpshooter?
Sharpshooter. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
That's just anytime you want to add it on, you can.
Okay. The 27 to hit.
Definitely hits. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Oh, that's 25.
Half of 25 is 12?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. Goes in, hits him right in the chest, and you watch him kind of drop down to a knee, but he just looks up at you defiantly, starts to get back up.
That's
He's
all I can do.
Real low, but not dead yet.
Actually, I can still move. So I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm just going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This way.
Okay.
And that's it.
You're not going to use your second attack?
He reloaded, I think.
Yeah, I reloaded, which takes an attack.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Yeah, that brings us to Liliane.
Alright, I will keep trying to get them.
Sure. You got 5, 10, 15, 20. You can get here before you run out of movement. And you still have your action, so if you wanted to double move, you could get right up to the dude.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. That ends your turn. Henri. From
Okay, there we go.
perch 60 feet in the air.
I am terrible with angles. Is this water elemental the one that's visible within Eldritch Blast range from my perch of 60 feet up? 'Cause I know he's on
What's the range?
120.
Oh, easily.
Okay, then I'm just going to take 2 shots because to me, I now have an affinity against water.
Don't know why you would say that.
13 on the first,
That misses.
16 on, or let me double check, plus 9, so okay, it would have been 14 and 16. Sorry.
All right, so 14 hits, and 16 doesn't.
Okay.
No, 2 hits. Go to roll the damage.
7 points of force damage.
All right.
And I will fly up another 60 feet so I am comfortable.
Okay. Air's starting to get a little bit thin.
I found there's icons. So I put a little icon that shows.
I just want fly. Yeah. The water elemental disappears, as does the other one. And you're not quite sure where they went, but there's nothing happening. This dude is just going to take swings at our Genta because he doesn't like her.
Alright.
First attack is 18.
That hit.
Second is a 19.
Hit.
Third, try this again. Third is 12,
Miss.
and then the bite is 25.
Hit.
6 slashing, 13 piercing.
Okay.
And then our Genta, is your turn.
There we go. I am going to recklessly attack him.
Go for it.
That's a 21 to hit.
Definitely hits. How do you want to do this on his 2 hit points?
I'm just gonna swing the flail around and bring down all the force damage on top of his head.
Okay, so you guys watch as Argenta just starts swinging this flail around, jumps into the air, slams it down. You see it hit the top of the lizard creature's head and just goes straight through it, crunching it like a can into the water. And you see the water itself turns this sickly, dark red, almost black color.
Here's a weird question. Does unarmored movement affect your fly speed?
I think fly speed is just a set amount, so unarmored movement doesn't do anything. Because it just gives you a speed. If it were to give you a fly speed equal to your walking speed or whatever, then it would work.
Well, your speed's 60 then, Argenta.
Yep, I know.
So, yeah, as you guys can see, the water is still flowing upwards. As far as you can tell, you have no idea where the water elementals went, but nothing is lashing out at you right now.
From my vantage point, do I see this thing at the bottom of the map?
Oh, definitely. You see everything. You can see the Carl's Jr. in the next town over.
Oh man, that sounds good.
I kind of fly up to Henri's position to see what he's looking at.
You see it as well. Apparently, they're having a spell, a special on their chicken tenders.
So I will.
And you see this weird thingy down here as well.
Let me double check. Sending isn't concentration. Okay, it's not. I'm going to write in my book to Vala what we see, and then I'm going to start slowly, staying, decent height, flying over to this thing.
Yeah, I'll be escorting the 10 hit point warlock.
I'll start making my way over there very carefully.
Okay. You guys can move your tokens up to this second cliff here, except for Argenta and Henri, because you can fly. So you can go anywhere. And yeah, you can all see it looks like all the water for the area is coming from whatever the hell this thing is. And it's coming at a pretty steady stream. And Henri, you would have noticed that the area you're in is already pretty close to 1,000 feet in yeah, 1,000 feet in diameter, and it's getting bigger. You can see the edges are slowly getting larger, and every time it interacts with plant life and everything that's already there, you watch it just kind of consume it and turn it into coral.
Is there any like? Do I see any kind of device inside, or is it just pure water? Even if I fly like 60 feet down to get a better look.
You can't really see inside as much because it's kind of like looking at a mirage. When you look at the center of it, it kind of waves and you can almost see something, but it's not a device per se. It is. I mean, it looks like you're looking through warped glass into kind of darkness. You can see some movement on the other side, but you'd have to get like right next to it to be able to actually see what's on the other side. But no, there's no mechanical things there.
Well,
At least
Argenta,
not that you can see.
I mean, we still got some time left of flight. You want to Vala this?
Sure.
Yeah, that won't end poorly for you at all.
I'm just gonna fly within like 5 feet of it and see if I can see anything different.
Sure. As you get really close to it, that is where we are going to end it for tonight. So, hope you guys had a lot of fun. If you missed any of the show, I do upload all of these to my YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/TrainerJody. I also have other D&D and RPG related content. I recently reviewed the most recent rulebook from Wizards of the Coast, Eberron Rising from the Last War. And just a couple days ago, I put up a new episode of my series, Play Your Faves, where I take, pop culture characters and turn them into D&D sheets that are AL legal if you have the ability to build a 6th level character. So I did the Green Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. So yeah, definitely check that stuff out. Otherwise, that's all for me today. And I will see you guys next time. All right? Bye-bye.